Hello, these slides will be about Chapter 5, Technology, Digital Media, and Curriculum Integration for the textbook Teachers Discovering Computers and Integrating Technology in a Changing World from Gunter and Gunter, the 8th edition. Our VOPPCC group project presentation date is September 12th of 2021. The group members that were involved in this is Shalita Lewis, who worked on chapter slides and did her voiceovers, Nakezia Johnson, who also did chapter slides and voiceover, Bernice Leaks, who combined scholarly article slides for this presentation, and then myself, Daisy Rakeno, and I will be talking about copyright slides, and I was also the team lead. So let's get started. Copyright and fair use. Copyright is a law that covers creative work. It is a way of respecting the author's work and acknowledging the effort and creativity that went in doing the original work. There is a limit to modifying work for your own use. For example, 5 images or 10% is fair use when putting it into your own work. All material is in the internet is copyrighted. So as the chart says, one of the copyright rules to remember is just because it's found online doesn't mean it's free to use. The law and rules still must be followed. The chart to the left says limitations on exclusive rights for fair use. There are 4 factors. Different places can use it: educational and nonprofit, commercial, but they must all follow the copyright laws and the fair use rules.
Elements of digital media. Digital media applications contain text, graphics, and animation, and often audio and video. Text consists of characters that are used to create words, sentences, and paragraphs, and is a fundamental element used in all multimedia and digital media. A graphic is a digital representation of non-text information, such as drawings, charts, or photographs. A graphic, also called a picture or image, contains no movement or animation. As with animation, audio allows digital media developers to provide information in a way that brings a concept or concepts to life. Displaying a series of still graphics played back at a proper frame rate creates an animation, which is a graphic that has illusions of movements. However, videos consist of visual frames that are played back at a speed of 15 to 16 frames per second and provide full motion in real time. Technology integrations. First, let's define integration. Integrations is bringing different parts together into a whole. Therefore, technology integration, also called curriculum integration, is the combination of all technology parts, such as hardware and software, together with each subject-related area of curriculum to enhance learning. Mastering the integration of technology into curriculum is not easy. Extensive formal training and practical experiences are imperative for successful integration of technology at all levels of K through 12 education. Technology cannot enhance learning unless teachers know how to use and integrate technology into curriculum-specific or discipline-specific areas. Teachers must remember that technology is only a tool to enhance or support instructional strategy. A critical issue related to technology integration is that technology should not drive the curriculum, but the curriculum rather should drive the technology. Classroom integration versus computer labs and media centers. A computer lab or technology lab usually is a designated classroom filled with computers and technology for students to use individually or in groups. Teachers can schedule time in computer labs for the entire class period and use the labs for many purposes, such as whole group instruction, small group activities, or individual student-centered learning. The primary reason administrators usually opt for computer labs or media centers are related to cost and location. In addition to computer labs, school media centers contain computers and other relevant technologies that can also be scheduled and used by the classroom teachers. Computer labs and media centers clearly provide solutions to some educational dilemmas and are an excellent addition to any school. If technology is readily available, teachers and students will use technology more. This leads to the point of instruction, which the point of instruction is having technology in the classroom at the teachers' and students' fingertips and ready for use at any time as needed. Ways in which technology can positively influence learning. It helps students to learn more and be better. Technology also motivates students to learn. They look forward to having time on their devices to explore and learn things through websites, videos, apps, games, etc. Students can learn and have fun at the same time, which helps them stay engaged with the material. Technology has considerably improved communication between parents and schools. Parents have the access to real-time updates on their children's grades, attendance, and even classroom behavior reports. And if a parent needs to reach out to the teacher or administrator, they can do so with a quick email or a message through the school's LMS system, also known as Learning Management System. Teachers enjoy technology because it offers plenty of mostly free tools to enhance classroom learning, communication with parents, and their own professional development. Technology also positively influences learning by offering opportunities for project-based learning. These projects help students use more critical thinking skills and less note memorizations. Students have access to unlimited resources to research and learn about a practical subject that can use their research to propose solutions to real life problems rather than creating a poster board of regurgitated facts.
Now that you know the positive ways technology can influence learning, let's go over some ways to plan for technology integration. Before you begin to plan your lesson, something you need to think about is the technology skills your students possess. A great way to do this is a skills assessment survey. This tool will allow you to assess each student's knowledge and skills individually. It does this by testing the knowledge of a task before the task is assigned. Another way to do this is a KWL chart, which allows students to individually explain what they know, what they want to know, and what they've learned. The KWHL chart adds another component of how students will learn. Each of these charts can be used as a class, small groups, or individually. This helps teachers get the best out of each lesson and avoid going over information students already have knowledge of. Instructional models are used by teachers to plan out lessons. A popular instructional model is the Assure model. It is a procedural guide for planning instruction that integrates technologies and media. It does this in 6 steps that are represented by each letter of the word. A. Analyze the learner. You can do this by asking yourself questions like, who is the learner and what is their skill level? S. State objectives. What do you want your learners to gain knowledge of? S. Select methods, media, and materials. What method will you use? What media and materials will you need? U. Utilize methods, media, and materials. How will you use the materials you chose? And what is your instructional strategy? R. Require learning participation. What will learners be required to do during the lesson? And E, evaluate and revise. Did the lesson meet the objectives? How will you revise and improve on the lesson? As you revise your lesson plan, you will need to evaluate and consider using new and emerging technologies. Some of the new and emerging technologies out now allow you to create digital media presentations. Digital media presentations involve producing various digital media elements, defining the elements' relationships to each other, and then sequencing them in the appropriate order. Digital media authoring software, such as Microsoft PowerPoint and Apple Keynote, are great technologies to present information while incorporating text, graphics, animations, audio, and other media. Data projectors project images onto large screens so learners can view. There are many different types of data projectors, such as 3D, that allow teachers to display 3D content to engage students' learning. Interactive whiteboards are another type of media presentation software that turn data projectors and computers into powerful teaching tools. A smartboard allows you to project images from your computer onto the smartboard and press buttons that are touch sensitive to access and control any computer application. An active board is another option, but instead of touch buttons, you operate the board with a magnetic pen. These are all great tools to help students learn.
Integrating digital technology in the school curriculum. We are now moving into the information about our scholarly article that will provide evidence and support that aligns with our chapter information and assist in supporting evidence as well of why our chapter information is important. One of the main keys is that technology has made learning easy, interactive, and interesting, and has helped students engage more. The article will talk about different aspects of technology and how they have assisted in our new modern world with the tools that we use. So let's get started with the information on our scholarly article. One thing we've talked about throughout our chapter is that technology is very important. The world has changed, and now involving technology within educational curriculums, regardless if it's at the college level or starting off in elementary, middle, and high school, it is important to combine both. Technology is a way that eases the effort of the teachers. They can incorporate lessons within their tablets or their phones, and the child can access that information either at home or at the school. Technology is useful wherever you go. Nowadays, everything can be reached from a phone, and the article definitely did mention that as well. That is information that can be accessed from a phone all over the world. Someone reading one textbook chapter can be reading the same one from countries and miles away. Positive outcomes of digital media in education. One of the main points the article mentioned was that students were definitely more motivated to learn and were willing to engage with the classroom, with the teacher, if they understand the tools that they're using. So a tablet or a computer, if they understand how to use it, they'll feel more encouraged to participate in answering questions in the classroom or even incorporating themselves into assignments. That way they feel like they are really being a part of it and gravitating towards their education. It provides a strong digital literacy. So in general, digital media does give students ability to expand their learning. They have all this access, all this information, on the tip of their hands, and so they're willing to use it more if they understand the tools. And having technology like that in the classroom, a smart board even, would get the students more involved within their own education. Curriculum, digital content. Chapter 5 mentioned these specifically, and so did the scholarly article. which is great because it shows support and evidence of what the chapter was already telling us. Students having these digital contents within their curriculum get more eager to learn. Some people are not best at just reading chapters in day and day out. They prefer to see things visually. And so including audios and videos and different graphics within their reading, within their materials, do assist students in doing better in their education. And also it does help teachers, instructors and professors including this material as well. That way they can work with the students in understanding the material throughout the semester or the year, and including graphics, videos, text, audio is for helps different students that have different ways of learning. Benefits of technology integration. As I have mentioned, and so has the other team members mentioned, it doesn't just help students and their education, but it helps teachers as well connect with the students and work with that modern level tool of technology to increase the instruction level, increase the engagement of students, specifically for group projects like this one that we worked on together. We communicated with technology, whether it was through email or a mobile phone. We communicated through calling each other. It definitely helped. If technology was not around, it would have made a group project and assignments definitely a different outcome than the one we had. It does enhance teachers' outcomes as well. It involves more students, it involves more teachers. Technology does help and curriculum be better for everyone. The effects that technology has on learning. An example of this is the pandemic. Everyone had to do their schoolwork from home, had to go from working at an office or warehouse or factory and completely stop. Everything was moved to your home. If we did not have technology, doing a whole year's work of schoolwork by paper, by pen, with pencils would have been very difficult to do. But students at whatever grade level they were at were able to have a computer or were able to have a tablet and communicate with their classroom, with their teacher, and get the assignments that they needed, the information that they needed. Nothing was at a pause. Everything was able to continue working just a little bit different, but still getting their education. And that's why technology does have a great impact on learning. Students have direct access to educational apps, reading apps, mathematic apps, so they can work on it at any grade level, college level as well. Teachers and students are able to grab any information, via their tablets and their laptops or even their smartphones. So technology definitely shapes and has modified a lot throughout the years, but has definitely provided a good impact and a good outcome for learning. Skills that are enhanced through integrated technology in curriculum. So students are able to do critical thinking, logical thinking. They are also advancing in their technology skills, so how fast they type, how they work with Microsoft or Excel. They're able to communicate through technology for group projects with their team members, or are able to work with their professor if they don't understand an assignment. They're able to continue working in their professional skills, update a resume. If you think about it, take a moment to think about it, how much you do in a day that involves technology, even if it's not just education wise, but professional or even your day to day, when you check the weather, things like that. Small things have a great impact, but they all lead back to technology. Technology and education. Technology is definitely oriented and it's the future of now. Education is keeping up. There are parents or people that are older that are now going back to school, but they work full-time jobs, and doing school online is the only way they can achieve their goal. So technology is very important and has become incorporated in a lot of our lives. It improves our digital learning, it improves communication and collaboration with people all around the world. Presentations are now better in a professional setting as well. So technology has assisted a lot of different categories and has also in a way reduced the amount of stress and weight someone has carrying a bunch of books around from place to place. Now they carry a laptop and a tablet. So technology and education will definitely go hand in hand in the future. This is our final slide. It is a slide that contains the different resources that we used. It contains our textbook citation, Teachers Discovering Computers, Integrating Technology in a Changing World, which is where we got our Chapter 5 information from. It also has citation for our scholarly article, which we got evidence to support the chapter information, and another resource used to combine all the information. The photos or images do contain citations underneath them of where we got the image from. And this will conclude our Chapter 5 presentation. We just want to end it saying thank you. We appreciate all the information that we learned through this chapter and working as a group using technology to put all this together. Thank you.